Hey guys, welcome back to another discussion video, and today I want to talk about something that is pretty much consistent in a lot of competitive games, and Overwatch has a very special place in my heart because people just don't seem to understand that Overwatch is a team-based game. And this concept is caring. And caring has a lot of different definitions depending on what game you're playing or who you're talking to. But in Overwatch, the vast majority of people, when they say caring, they're referring to as a single player is so good and that everyone else on their team is so insignificant that they are the sole reason that they're winning the game or carrying the weight for the whole team. They don't think of anything else but that player. That player is the reason that they're winning. I myself, and I think a lot of people who look at the game from a third perspective, from outside the box or from a spectator's point, would understand and say that caring is not a thing in Overwatch. But the word that we should be looking at is enabling and disabling. And there are multiple reasons for this, and the most obvious one is the golden rule that one team's teamwork is a lot better than the others. And for some reason, this flies over everyone's head and they just completely forget about it. Regardless of who you are as a player, a professional player, a semi-professional player, a grandmasters, a masters, a new player, a seasoned player, a one-trick, regardless of who you are as a player, this is true, regardless of who you are. But you have to keep in mind, this is with the whole aspect of it being, this person is the reason that they're winning. They are literally carrying the game. That is the concept that I'm talking about here. And people are going to be like, but what about the professionals like Surefour or the professionals like Shatter2K? There's videos of him killing the entire team by himself. But the thing is that no one looks at it from the third perspective, from a spectator's point of view. He wasn't alone in that. No one credits the Lucio that was speed boosting him. No one credits the not only speed boosting him, healing him as well, the Zenyatta who orbed him, and the Zarya who had bubbled him. And this was during the time when Genji's ult was 8 seconds long. And Zen was discording every single target that Genji was going for, or Shatter was going for. No one mentioned any one of those single little facts that made Shatter be able to do that. And I think that's what bugs me the most, is that people look at that and don't look at it for what it really is. They look at it, okay, Shatter just fucking carried the team. And yeah, to a point, but like I said, it's more like his team was enabling him to do his best with that Dragon Blade. What I want people to take away from a situation like that is not how good the DPS player did. Obviously, they're supposed to be the star of the show, but you have to understand that this was a team effort. They don't look at it, okay, hey man, this is really what happened. His team was enabling him to do his best. And that's what you need to look at. His job in that moment was to try to get as many kills as possible with that Dragon Blade while they were staggered. First came Lucio and Zen, and then came Zarya. Simple as that. It took 4 people to do that, not just Shatter himself. Imagine, what if we reimagine that situation without the Lucio, without the Zen, without the Zarya? He would have died. There was multiple instances in that video, or in that clip, where he was getting really low, but he was being healed up by the orb and the healing aura, and Zen was discording everyone, and he was being bubbled. No one looks at that. And I think that is the one thing I want people to take away from this video more than anything else, that regardless of how good you are, regardless of who you are, if your team isn't backing you up, even if your team isn't great, but they're doing just the minimum amount required, that is more than enough sometimes just to make you win. You have to enable the rest of your team to do what they want, to do what they have to do. Now, 2 points to end this rant, because it's starting to become a rant now, because this is something that I feel real passionate about that for some reason people just don't see or understand. Another thing that happens a lot is that there's someone like a really annoying character like Pharah, like a Pharmacy, a Genji, a Tracer, a Widow, and they seem unstoppable, like they're just carrying the game. But at the same time, your team composition or the character you're playing isn't helping the situation at all. For example, maybe playing a Junkrat, another Widow on your team, a Hanzo, a Zen, a Mercy, but you're not even running a good tank to protect them. You're running a Roadhog. Your team is going to get destroyed. Even if every single person on your team is individually skilled or a professional player really good, they're probably gonna get destroyed. And it's not the Genji's fault or the pharmacy's fault. That's just your team composition, or again, it goes full circle, your teamwork. At the end of the day, they're doing everything they can to keep everyone alive on their team and making sure that Genji stays alive to finish people off. On your screen, it looks like that Genji just killed everyone. In actuality, their whole team was just focused firing each one of you one by one or two by one, and Genji's just finishing you off, or the Widow's finishing you off, or the Tracer's finishing you off. That's really what's happening. That's the reason that the game has eliminations instead of kills. And that's the reason the solo kill averages are usually very low. That's another reason why we have the kill participation card instead of kills, because you can literally be like Soldier or Genji or Tracer or anything that has spread like Winston, touch everyone a little bit throughout the game and you'll have an ungodly amount of kills or eliminations. And you're gonna have an ungodly amount of kill participation, which is the reason I say that medals don't matter, because you can literally walk around with Winston and help contribute to every single kill in the game, and you'll probably have 100 kills. Just saying. Completely true. But does that mean that you did well? Probably not. Just you touched everyone. At the end of the day, Overwatch is a gamble. The teammates you get, it's a complete gamble. That's why the game is balanced. You're in the same situation as the rest of the 12 players on that game. They're all with randoms that can possibly work out for them, or probably not. You can be a God McCree, still lose. You can be a god whatever, and you'll still lose. You can be a professional and just get trashed, and not even get a single kill. That's just how the game is. At the end of the day, all you really can do is contribute in the best way you can. And that doesn't mean that get on your best hero. That means if they need a healer, and it's a Mercy you need for reses, you better get on that Mercy if you want to win, or you're gonna get stomped on. They have a Genji and a Winston, you best get off that Widow, or you're just feeding. And that's just the fact. That's just the cold truth. And whether you want to acknowledge that or not, that's completely up to you. And am I saying that if you're being hard countered, you're going to lose anyways? No, you can possibly win. But the chances are very low. And that's kind of where I'm going to end off today. Overwatch is a gamble. And like I said, the golden rule is teamwork. Whose teamwork is the best? That's who prevails. And with a little bit of luck. Thanks guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video or my little rant, make sure to leave a like or follow my Twitch page and subscribe. Thank you very much. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.